the winners 2 years ago, and there are two changes for them from their victory at Real Madrid. Matthias Menu and Saviola Safo both come into the back five, held together by the captain Julian Urip. Joel van den Baan scored a hat-trick in the 7-1 victory over Pek Zwolle in the under-19 Eredivisie at the weekend. And 16-year-old Ryan Makaidu is among three changes to the City team, which beat Hoffenheim. He enjoyed his previous meeting with Dutch opposition, scoring 3 against Feyenoord in the league phase. Divine Musaka and Matty Warhurst also got the goal to beat Blackburn in the under-18 Premier League North on Saturday. Manchester City are 5 points clear at the top of that division. And in perfect spring conditions, Manchester City get the game underway, wearing their famous sky blue shirts and under pressure right from the start. And the shot whistled wide from Van den Baan within 10 seconds. Michael van Zitsveld, the coach of RZ, recently signed an extended contract, and he almost saw his team make the perfect start there after City gave the ball away straight from the kickoff. This the first ever meeting between these two clubs at this level. RZ have made their way through the domestic champions route once again. Mafudi, powerful run from him, and eventually he's cut down by Menu, making his first appearance of the season in the UEFA Youth League, and it will be a free kick. The winners of this tie will meet Barcelona in the semi-finals in Nyon at the end of the month. They overcame Stuttgart away from home earlier on today. And Trabzonspor and Salzburg will meet in the other semi-final. Mukasa over the free kick. And it's very deep. A blustery early evening now, and the ball just holding up in the wind. Henderson Hall is able to recover it. RZ will try and clear, but now Simpson Pusi. Mafuni. RZ beginning with a back five. Their captain, Julian Urip, playing as a sweeper, really, looking to bring the ball out from deep. And Ben Wilkinson, the coach of Manchester City, his father Howard had a terrific record in the English game, led Leeds United to the English title back in 1992. Also had success in charge of Sheffield Wednesday, and Wilkinson Jr., born in the city of Sheffield. Fusi with the ball, which put Elaine under pressure. Bouzian trying to win it back. Back to Elaine again. And Watmouth has the opportunity to find Mfuni. And he was caught by Smits, and it will be a free kick. Manchester City at under-18 level have enjoyed 17 wins in a row in the under-18 Premier League North this season, winning by 2-0 at Blackburn Rovers last weekend. Makaidu, the 16-year-old, Umfuni. And it was well judged in the win by Zagan. And a number of the City team also play in the Premier League 2 with their under-21 side. And they're also top of that division. And RZ looking to play out but giving the ball away. RZ were among the goals last weekend in the under-19s in the Eredivisie, beating Pek Zwolle 7-1 in the spring section of their league. They were top of the table in the autumn league, and they're coming forward now. Great pace into the penalty area, and it was cut out by Watmouth. And now Oud will try and keep RZ moving forward. Bugard looking for Bouziane. We've already seen his pace. Boudard again. Now Menu. Van Ooytsel. We have two teams here today who will try and play a very expansive attacking style. Menu doing well to evade Makaidu. And we saw right at the start of the game Manchester City maybe taking a chance, and RZ almost coming up with a very early goal. Now Verdict. And Makaidu. Double coverage for him very quickly. And Budko, the Ukrainian, making the challenge. Both players have gone down. And the referee will halt play to allow some treatment. And Bogdan Budko looks to be the player who came off worst. And this was the earlier opportunity. Bouziane with a terrific run down the left-hand side, and it was dealt with well by Watmouth. Here's another look at Bogdan, who was trying to deal with the pace of Makaidu, and heavy fall on that shoulder, as we can see. Play resumes with the drop ball. Quickly brought forward by Gray. And O'Kelly playing it wide, but straight out of play. And now Warhurst. The ball allowed to run by Mukasa. And there's time now for Gray as well. And the run down the centre from Samuel was a very good one, and the shot was deflected behind for a corner. Lekele Samuel, the son of the late former Premier League fullback J. Lloyd Samuel, who played for Aston Villa and Bolton in the Premier League. Mfuni is forward for this, and it's very deep, and too deep in the end. Oud. AZ once again have come through the domestic champions route, looking to replicate their success of 2 years ago. And they've beaten Strom Godset of Norway, Manchester United, Benfica in a penalty shootout, and Real Madrid by 2-0 away from home. And City had the benefit of the league phase, so 6 games before the knockouts, and mixed results. A 6-1 victory over Feyenoord, but a 4-2 loss at home to Inter. They were 11th in the end, so almost a mid-table finish. They had to come from behind twice to force a shootout against Midtjylland before a very good victory, 2-1 at Hoffenheim in Germany. And they're a side who have dominated age group football, as their first team have begun to dominate the Premier League over the last decade or so. But only one semi-final previously in this competition. And that was in 2018 when they lost an astonishing game, 5-4 at home to Barcelona. Here is Egan again. And that ball will hold up. Almost an opportunity there initially for Buzian. Tries to play in Smits. City will clear. Bugard. And now Budko. And so many of the RZ team who won this competition 2 years ago have gone on to already make the first team on a regular basis. And they will really provide inspiration for both this team and others further down in the academy in terms of age. And they won the final 2 years ago against Hajduk Split 5-0 in Geneva. Ernest Porcu and Max Meerdink both scored 2 goals each. There in the first team now, and Wouter Hos, the captain, has also begun to establish himself in the back four. And that season they went on to lose the Intercontinental Under-20 Championship to Boca Juniors on penalties at La Bombonera in Buenos Aires, in front of a crowd of 37,000. And there was a record crowd for the UEFA Youth League in Trabzon yesterday. Trabzonspor beating Inter by 1-0 at the Şenol Güneş Stadium in front of over 40,000. And you can guarantee that they will have plenty of support heading to Switzerland for the semi-finals and maybe even the final. AZ won the under-18 Eredivisie title last season. They beat Ajax 2-0 in the final. The season is split into two: the autumn and the spring season, and the two top teams will then play off. And there's no doubt that RZ are the envy of many clubs in the Netherlands and beyond for their ability to highlight talent at a very young age and then produce players who are durable enough to make a success of themselves at the highest level, either in the Netherlands or abroad. Manchester City maybe have a wider net to cast. And they also have the burgeoning reputation of where their club is heading, as Zagan has to hurry the clearance. Mumfuni. And here is Elaine. Henderson Hall. And that's covered well by Safo. His first start in the UEFA Youth League this season, and RZ have the free kick. Menu. And now Oud. Ulip involved again, he and Bugard will always look to be on the same page. And the scorer of the 7 goals against Pectavola in the under-19 league, Van den Ban, who got 3, Buzian and Bugard, who got 2 each. Both playing here today. And they've scored 7 in their 2 previous home games in the spring series in the Eredivisie under-19. Wilhelm II were also beaten by 7 goals to 0. RZ's under-21 side are mid-table in the second tier. And that's a mixture of under-21 sides and also senior teams who've dropped down, as the shot is fired in. A decent effort from Makassar, but a good save by Zagan. Divine Makassar with 13 goals and 14 assists in 17 games at under-18 level for Manchester City this season. Yet to find the back of the net in the UEFA Youth League, but not too far away there. Gray. Ulip looking to change the point of the attack. Buzian again. And already Henderson Hall is looking to help double up and help Samuel over on that far side. And that's a promising run down the centre again. And the shot this time is wide, but it was a decent effort from Butko. Player who we saw injured earlier on, but did have Ulip further forward. Manchester City have played in every single edition of the UEFA Youth League. Its inauguration coincided with City's rise to the elite competition in European football. The corner here is deep. Makaidu with a good leap, and he's kept the ball alive. Makassar. And now Gray. Elaine. And that's a clever ball into the penalty area. And the low cross finding Makaidu. And in the end, it scrambled to safety. It was Okeke with a really good ball in. The Hungarian under-21 international. And Makaidu, maybe not helped out by the pace of the cross, unable to do too much with it. And we've seen some really good crowds so far in the UEFA Youth League quarter-finals as that effort from Warhurst is gathered by Zagan. Of course, record-breaking stuff in Trabzon yesterday. And another big crowd in Stuttgart to watch the home team lose to Barcelona earlier on. Makaidu riding the challenge once again. Mfuni. And switch it is the call from the City bench. Alain. And City here have so many sky blue shirts forward looking to attack this. But Makaidu stayed where he was to ensure he was onside, and as a result it's gone behind. And again, Arsed look for that high ball to the left to find Bouzian. And he's played in once again here. Plenty of support for him. The shot, though, is scrambled away by Mfuni. But it was another opportunity there for AZ. And it was Van den Ban with the shot. And pace will always be an issue at any age group. And we saw that again here. Van den Ban unable to make clear-cut contact, although it may have been heading into the path of Smits before Mfuni was in the way. Van den Ban. It's been given away. Warhurst. Mukasa. Makaidu coming in field. Samuel working the ball wide. Alain. Okeke, and he will win the corner kick. Both teams have created possibilities so far.
Hey, you know impressive. When the 17 rotates on the outside, that's you.
City with both of the game's corners, and the second of those is very deep. Half-hearted appeals for handball from Simpson Pusi.
And the 17 goes on the outside, it's you. No, you. The 17.
Funi with the throw-in. Makaidu. And it's a well-timed challenge. Once again by Menu. But it will be a corner kick once again for Manchester City. And we've seen wide players on both sides. Find plenty of joy in the opening quarter of this game.
Steph, run beyond the 22. Steph, do it again. We'll go late.
Played short to Mukasa. Swirled high again, it's very deep. And it's a goal kick this time. Okeke was on the end of it. With the wind beginning to cause one or two issues when the ball is played in like that. Seeking out Smits, but Watmouth will have to deal with that. Bugard. Now Van Ooitsel. Here is the danger. The pace of Buzian once again from RZ. Hammered to safety by Simpson Puzi. No nonsense, but maybe that's what it required. Wasim Buzian, who has been on the bench for RZ in the UEFA Europa League this season, once again showing his ability as a potential impact player for them. And the 18-year-old with 3 goals and 4 assists in the Youth League so far. And it's been really tight. City with both of the attempts on target. Zagan going long again. Lifted high towards Van den Ban, but a simple claim for Watmouth, the England under-18 international, 17 years of age. And there is no under-19 league as such in England. There is the regional under-18 Premier League and then the under-21 league, Premier League 2. As the cross in was deflected behind for a corner. So there is a mix of ages and experience in the Manchester City team. Matty Henderson-Hall will take the corner kick. And the in-swinger once again. Guided wide by Mfuni. Mfuni, one of the 17-year-olds in the team as well. And RZ do play in the under-19s league in the Eredivisie, overseen by Michael van Zitsveld. Some time since RZ have won their national title at senior level to give the under-19s the opportunity to play in the league phase of the Youth League. Louis van Gaal was the coach the last time RZ won the league back in 2009. Zagan, it was calmly done. And it's a goal kick in the end. Oud. And now Menu. He was a fullback who likes to get forward, but he's had his hands full with McAdoo so far. Now the ball down the centre, looking for Smits, covered well though by Simpson Puzzi. Rips. Now Smits. Van den Ben. Budko. Buzian will be quick enough to get there. Samuel with the block. Now Henderson Hall. And that's covered well by Van Utsel. And the closest the home team have come was with their opening shot of the game very early on. Bugard. And Ude's got time to work it wide, but players like Warhurst do work extremely hard without the ball. That's an interesting ball. Van den Ben will get there first before Elaine, and RZ have their first corner. And Joel Van den Ben, who has been in the RZ Academy since the age of 10, scored against Manchester United. And once again, RZ have left a number of big names trailing in their wake in the Youth League this season. Works short to Buzian. He heads for the byline. It's cut back, it's very deep, but a lack of conviction about the finish in the end. And it was well worked by RZ. Nice disguise on the pullback from Buzian. But Oud with no real menace in the shot. Simpson Puzzi. Umfuni. Makaidu collided with Menu, and he's the player penalised. And Ivana Martincic, our referee, viewing that as a free kick for RZ. Two players rather stepping across each other's path. All the way back towards Hagen, who had to hurry. Makaidu was very quickly onto him. Warhurst. Now Henderson Hall. Okay, but RZ work hard to win the ball back, but then it's quickly won back by KK. Mukasa. Simpson Puzzi. Henderson Hall able to whip in the cross, and the header is too close to Zagan. Free header for Warhurst. Scored in the previous round at Hoffenheim, and may believe he should have scored there. Mukasa. And brought clear nicely by Van den Ven. Bugard. And there must be a winner here today, with a penalty shootout if the match is level at the end of 90 minutes. Well, that's one back by Gray. Bugard committing the foul as AZ tried to break play up. Charlie Gray, who was suspended for the previous round, having been sent off against Midtjylland. And he's over the free kick here. One of the local-born players in the team. Makaidu. And he just runs out of room. Well, there's no doubt he is a precocious talent and a real threat. But that will be something noted by Michael van Zitsveld. Buzian has been caught there. It will be a free kick. Koke, the player who took him down. Both teams playing the game of patience here, backing themselves to create that one clear-cut chance. Smets, oh, he was unlucky. Mfuni will take this. And City make gradual progress down this near side, with their coach watching on. Warhurst. And Makaidu's pressure, forcing the throw-in. The European journey for RZ's senior team ended against an English club, Tottenham, in the Europa League. And it's difficult to pick a favourite in this game. Two teams who have both enjoyed excellent seasons domestically. KK giving the ball away. Urip. Guided back by Oud to Zagan.
Yes, Matt! Yes, Matt! Yes, Steve! Yes, Ray!
Mfuni. And Elaine really backing himself there to work his way out of a difficult situation. Gray. And the shot was closed down. And now he gets it back. Mukasa. Makaidu. Mfuni in support. Well, can he deliver the cross? He can, and the header is over the top. An opportunity for Henderson Hall.
Right, well done, mate. Well done.
With an opportunity for the player born across the Pennine Hills from Manchester in Bradford.
Come on, smell it, you've got to keep going. Come on. Play quick, right, get the ball off.
But the clear-cut opportunities have fallen for Manchester City in the main. Alain. That's nicely done. The cross intended for Warhurst, but it was cleared. Samuel was forward. Won back well by Henderson Hall. Alain. Henderson Hall. And the challenge from Sappho, sufficient to send both he and the ball out of play. Another good cross in and help towards goal by Mukasa, but no more than that. It was aimed towards Warhurst, but it was Mukasa coming in behind him. Van der Ban, Urep. That's the ball they're always looking for Buzian. This time Buzian checking back in field. He's a real box of tricks. Urep. Sappho was also forward. Urep again. Bogdan. And RZ maintaining possession, but gradually heading away from City's goal, but maybe not now. Kasper Bugard with the effort. Henderson Hall. Samuel. Sliced up in the air by Bugard. Warhurst challenging Zagan, who recovers well at the second attempt. Zagan just having to scurry across his area to field the quick return. Longer this time. Simpson Puzzi. Gray. It's won back well by Van der Ban. Buzian. And he lets fly, but it's wide. Well, everything coming through. Wasim Buzian. 6 attempts on goal for RZ, but none of those on target so far. Now Warhurst at the other end, and Zagan stood his ground. And there was just a moment there where it seemed that the goalkeeper may have been in trouble as we enter a single minute of added time. Gray. Mukasa. City have shown flashes of their quality, as have the home team, but at times the magnitude of the occasion has maybe just produced a lack of composure when it's mattered. Simpson Puzzi. Urip. That is half-time, a game of very few opportunities so far. Joel van den Baan with a shot just wide for RZ in the opening seconds. Kiani Zagan also made a decent save to keep out Divine Musaka, but at half-time in this UEFA Youth League quarter-final, it is RZ 0, Manchester City 0. RZ get the second half underway, wearing all red. Attacking the goal away to our left. And if we are still level at the end of 90 minutes, we will go straight to a penalty shootout. RZ had a dream run 2 years ago. Eintracht Frankfurt 5-0. Barcelona 3-0, Real Madrid 4-0, before a 5-0 win against Hajduk Split in the final. The only team who really caused them a huge problem was Sporting in the semi-final. They overcame the Portuguese team on penalties after a 2-2 draw. Mfuni. Manchester City, despite having some players who have gone on to become Premier League stars and also England regulars, they've never been able to make it to the final. The team which lost to the eventual winners Salzburg in 2017 included Jadon Sancho, Phil Foden, and Cole Palmer was involved in 2019, but never started a game. 3 appearances from the bench in the group stage. And in the same year, Morgan Rogers, who is now a star for Aston Villa, and he's broken into the England national team, was also part of the side which failed to exit the group stage. And there's no doubt this City team, whether they play in the under-18s or the under-21s, they've got that winning mentality. And Safo does well to ensure that Henderson Hall didn't make tracks towards the penalty area, but it will be the first corner in the second half. And it's deep, but comfortable for Kiani Zagan. One significant save for him in the first half. He was closed down there by Jamai Simpson-Pusi. And the captain receives a yellow card. Henderson Hall and Makaidu are the players currently on yellow cards for Manchester City. And the captain, Julian Urip, is the player at risk of missing the semi-final for RZ. Long again from Zagan. Recovered well by Samuel. Urip. Here is Buzian. Well, the cross is a good one, and the header is wide from Van den Ban. And once again, Joel Van den Ban going close. Buzian with the delivery, and Van den Ban sending the header wide. Mukasa. Makaidu. And it's claimed well by Zagan. Buzian beaten to it this time by Okeke. And Ben Wilkinson does have plenty of experience at this level on the bench, including Regan Heskey, who is the son of Emil Heskey, who had a really good career in the English Premier League and for the England national side. And his brother Jayden is not involved in the squad today, but scored in the previous round against Hoffenheim. Alain. And there are a pair of twins, Hessel and Taicho De Witt, available for RZ on the bench. Henderson Hall. Okeke going down, that's a penalty. A rash challenge inside the area. Saviola Safo, the player who rather lunged in. Okeke doing well initially to evade Bugard, and then Safo taking him out. And a penalty for Manchester City. And Michael Okeke gathering the ball initially, but he will hand the ball on. And Kiani Zagan is just making them wait. Ivana Martincic is making it absolutely clear he needs to stay on his line. And Divine Mukasa will take this penalty kick. A player who has been in scintillating form, but it's saved! Zagan with the stop, Mukasa tried to catch him out. And in the end, the penalty was too close to the goalkeeper. Well, Mukasa, with a very unusual penalty, spotted the ball down and chose to hit it very quickly. And Zagan was able to make the stop. Buzian with the challenge on Elaine. Ulip's effort, and it's wide. Well, this was the penalty attempt. Mikasa with no real run-up. And Zagan able to make the stop, guessing right. And we can see the look of frustration on the face of Divine Mikasa.
Let's go again. Come on. Keep doing the same things.
Well, will RZ be able to make the most of that? Samuel. Elaine in support. And this game could ultimately be decided by a penalty shootout. And I'm sure if it is, we may see a slightly different approach from Mikasa then, but a long way to go. Buzian on the chase. And the whistle has gone. Well, a real let-off there for RZ. Ivana Martincic had no real choice other than to award the penalty. And Michael van Zitsveld knows that any team will need a slice of luck. And although Kiani Zagan deserves credit for the save, I'm sure that's a penalty that Divine Mikasa would like to see again. Budko with the free kick. By Nudsel. Zagan was seeking out Sappho. But here is Henderson Hall. And the cross will be gathered by Makedu. And Budko looking for the car park and finding it. Kaidu again. He has been someone who has always been looking for work. Simpson Pusi. Makaidu. Mikasa. Samuel. And it was blocked by Sappho. That shot may have been goal-bound. Sappho not taking any chances. Maybe struck his hand on the way through. That's what Samuel was suggesting. But a corner kick's been given. And it's deep. Cleared as far as Akeke. And Funi. Urip trying to carry the fight for RZ, but it's one back. Akeke again. Anud with a very good interception. But a corner kick's been given. Corner number 7 for Manchester City. It's played short to Mikasa. And it's repelled at the near post. Makaidu. Bugard is there this time. Elaine, player signed from the academy at Southampton. There has been a regular trade of young players between those two clubs in recent years, mainly City players heading to the south coast of England. Well, 10 attempts on goal now for Manchester City, and although RZ have had 8, none of them have been on target. Okay. Another corner kick. The pressure beginning to build from Manchester City. Mukasa. Okay. And Makaidu doing well again. But Urit won the ball. And now RZ get the free kick, and Mfuni, the player who was complaining towards the referee, Urit, the player who tumbled. There was some real frustration there from Mfuni. But a free kick for RZ as we approach the hour mark. Safo, well seen by Gray. Mukasa. Warhurst peeling away to the right. Mukasa looking for Makaidu. And Zagan again, showing some real calmness. Warhurst closing down the goalkeeper, who was just waiting for Budko. And RZ are continuing to exude confidence in that sort of position. And now they will try and break themselves. And that's covered well by Mfuni to deny Smits. And it does have the look of a match which could be decided by the single goal here. Good. And now Van Udsel. Confirmation of that yellow card for Charlie Gray. Urip. Safo. Gray showing good control. And then City give the ball away cheaply. Trabzonspor, Salzburg and Barcelona have already booked their tickets to Nyon for the semi-finals. And this has become a real slugfest. Manchester City with the really big opportunity to take the lead in the second half, but Makasa's penalty saved by Zagan. Bugard looking for Safo, but overcooked it. Menu losing out 2 and then fouling Mikasa. Yellow card for the fullback. Matas Menu with his first appearance in the Youth League this season. And there's no doubt he left the leg dangled to ensure that his opponent wouldn't go any further. Free kick, Warhurst makes the run to the near post. Beyond him, fisted away by Zagan. Simpson Pusi. And Makaidu again denied by Zagan. AZ were very impressive during their victory at Real Madrid in the round of 16, but it's a very different sort of game here this evening now, as the shadows begin to lengthen in the north of the Netherlands. Mukasa breaks kindly for Warhurst, and he was closed down by Budko, but it will be a corner. Played short to Mikasa. Gray. And that was a really good interception by Oud, because had that ball been allowed to bounce, there could have been all sorts of confusion inside the 6-yard area, but City's corner count is now in double figures. And it's deep, looking for Umfuni. Van den Ban with a good header away. Okay. Simpson Pusi. Makaidu. In towards Warhurst, but again Zagan is there. An interesting ball in by Henderson Hall. Makaidu almost got there. It was Menu who backed himself once again. Okay, gets the free kick in a good area. And will this pressure finally lead to the opening goal for Manchester City here? And Bugard claiming there was minimal contact. He may have been right, but Okeke was still impeded. Mukasa over this. Gray. Simpson Pusi. Gray. And headed over the top. And it was Matty Henderson Hall. Well, it was travelling at some pace, but it was a free header very close to goal. Now Van den Ben. And it's straight to Gray. Mukasa going very deep. Looking for Mfuni. And now Urip. Oh, great challenge. Gray finding a KK. And a KK losing out to Buzian, and then something approximating a rugby tackle. It will be a free kick. And Azad have been on the defensive for so much of the second half. But it remains 0-0, so they only need one opportunity, potentially, to head towards the semi-finals once again. Safa. Covered well by Henderson Hall. We can hear the urgency from the City technical area. Okay. Henderson Hall has got space. Now Samuel. Gray. Henderson Hall needs a good cross here. But Kiani Zagan's handling once again was faultless. And the player down is Saviola Safo. His first start this season in the UEFA Youth League. And cramp may begin to become an issue in the final 20 minutes or so. Safo just losing out there to Henderson Hall. Safo will be just ordered off the field of play for a moment. We're about to see Regan Heskey coming on, 17-year-old. He'll play on the left, replacing Ryan Makaidu. ...15 goals in 15 games in the Under-18 Premier League North in England. Buzian. Van den Ben was waiting. And there's a chance now for City to break. Warhurst. And that's good play from him. But again, it's defended well. City continue to ask all of the questions here. And they'll be very disappointed if they don't finish this game off before a penalty shootout. Henderson Hall. Once again, he's just crowded out. And now Samuel. Fired in, and Zegen had to deal with that. Henderson Hall, I think, was going for goal, and why not? And at the moment, RZ are rather clinging on for penalties. Will Manchester City be able to finally create something here? Well, the home team are making their changes now to try and produce something. Deacon van der Klauw is coming on. Anthony Schmitz makes way. And Kiani Inga, a right back, formerly with Feyenoord, will also come on. And van der Klauw will play wide on the left-hand side, has been a regular sub in the UEFA Youth League. And despite all of the City pressure, numerous opportunities, RZ are still in this game. Mukasa. So Smits and Safa, the players who made way. Straight swaps, pretty much. Heskey, the player who was involved there. Does have 3 goals in the UEFA Youth League, including one against Hoffenheim in the previous round, and now he's picked up a yellow card as well. Back to Zegen. And RZ have not been able to use Buzian as effectively in the second half. Oliver Watmouth has had precious little to do, the City goalkeeper. Elaine. Henderson Hall should gather here. Van der Klauw unable to prevent the cross, and it will be another corner kick. Conceded by Budko. And again, the corner is very deep, plenty of air on that, but it was kept alive at the far post, and Urip's had to clear. Another cross from Heskey, just beyond Henderson Hall. And it will be a goal kick, and RZ once again will have the opportunity to regroup. And they have defended with real discipline. We mentioned earlier on the academy graduates for Manchester City. Well, RZ have had a number of players who have gone on to enjoy success, going all the way back to Philip Cocu. You may remember the central defender Ron Vlaar, whose nickname was Concrete. More recently, the Koopmeiners brothers, of course. One of them is still at the club. Wesley Hood, Myron Boadou, Calvin Stengs and Owen Wijndal are all players in recent years who have played on these pitches and developed their talents. Okay. And it's always interesting to look at previous lineups from finals to pick out the players who have gone on to have success either with their clubs at which they were successful at the Youth League or elsewhere. Okay. Ball striking Heskey, which means he's able to keep the ball in play. And Fooney in support, now Gray. And Fooney's done well. Heskey. Heskey picking his way through. And it's the side netting. Well, Regan Heskey giving us a glimpse there of his talents. Zagan's clearance. Urip. Well, a place in the semi-finals is waiting to be won. Can either side grasp the opportunity before the end of 90 minutes here? Buzian was pulled back, quickly taken free kick. Inga with the chase forward, and Watmuff had to deny him. All the way back to Zagan. Buzian, oh, he takes that ball down well. Buzian's shot was dragged wide though. Seemed to have done the hard part by moving in field beyond Samuel, but then the shot lacking the power and the direction. City have the free kick. And it was Van der Klauw who recently arrived in the game, maybe not quite attuned to the pace yet. Henderson Hall. Rip almost gathered. Henderson Hall. That's nicely done. Mukasa. Manchester City maybe just trying to force things at the moment. Mukasa. He was denied by solid defending from Van Ortsel. Heskey now with the opportunity to chase. And Menu concedes corner number 12 for Manchester City. To work short. Gray's cross is too long. Well, both coaches will be thinking about their penalty lists very soon. And that gives you an indication of City's territorial dominance. The games at this level are all about learning lessons, and Manchester City may just be wondering how they've not been able to create enough clear-cut chances. Of course, they had the opportunity to score the penalty, and that was spurned. Henderson Hall. He was briefly away from Inga, but now he can bring it forward. He does have some pace, and he was taken late there by Samuel, but here is Van der Ban. Van der Ban with the cross. It seemed to go behind. Well, there's undoubtedly some young talent, goal-scoring talent on the field today, but chances have been few and far between as Watmouth has to just hurry there. The back pass from Samuel, taken down by Van der Klade, and then the shot whistles wide. And it was Kasper Bugard. City giving the ball away, and Bugard saw the opportunity, a really good connection, but Watmouth happy to see that ball pass by. Orip centre forward. Simpson Puzzi able to gather because Van der Ban knew he was offside. That all came from a back pass which forced Watmouth into a hurried clearance. Gray. Alain. Okeke ahead of him. Now Henderson Hall. Alain again. The cross was a good one. Cleared away initially, and then Heskey's effort was dragged wide. More changes for Manchester City this time. Henderson Hall coming off. And the player who comes on, Christian McFarlane, signed from New York City FC in January. He usually plays as a left back. Bugard trying to release Buzian. And we are ticking towards the 90th minute. Inga. Mikasa. From Funi. Now Simpson Pusi. Heskey. Samuel. Good challenge on the edge of the penalty area. Bukasa wins it back. And in the end, it's hammered to safety by Inga. Okay. There will be 3 additional minutes, which will begin with a Manchester City free kick. Bukasa. Simpson Pusi. Gray. Poked through by Mukasa. Samuel. Yuri Ud with the clearance. Alain. Mukasa. Alain again. Udip's clearance. Rather across his own penalty area. Ud. And that was up rather than away. Warhurst from Funi. And Funi's shot. And it's too high. There was a City player down. Oh, and it was Alain who was caught in the face as he was challenged by Udip. This was the chance for Stephen Mfuni, managing to even clear the netting behind the goal to protect those vehicles in the car park. Plenty of home fans here, but they've not seen their team have a shot on target yet. The left eye seemed to have taken the impact there for Max Alain. Well, Michael van Zitsveld has seen his side hold on for virtually the whole of the second half. Here's the one final chance here for the home side. Buzian. Beyond Heskey. Almost gets it back from Budko. Arsen will have the throw-in. Philip. It falls kindly, and there is the winning goal. Deacon van der Klauw right at the end. Arsen's first shot on target, and it sent them into the semi-finals. Well, I think the home crowd almost celebrated disbelief. Van der Klauw's first goal in the UEFA Youth League. Philip with a high ball forward. Van der Klauw out muscling Mfuni, and he slammed that ball in high over the head of Oliver Watmuff. And Arsen, who have hung on and hung on, have now got the goal they needed. And Manchester City must wonder what's hit them. Barely any time to respond. High ball forward for Watmuff. 14 attempts on goal for Manchester City, 6 of those on target. And here is Warhurst with an attempt to equalise, but he's offside. Zager wasn't to know that, he made the save. Well, Manchester City have had so much of the game, but they've been caught out right at the very end. It's knockout football, but that's brutal for them. Alain. That's it. RZ are into the semi-finals. Manchester City's wait to win the UEFA Youth League goes on. Deacon van der Klauw coming on to score the goal in the 94th minute. Their only shot on target. Kiani Zagan saving a penalty in the early stages of the second half. Manchester City dominated the game, but they go out. Full time. RZ 1, Manchester City 0.